Welcome back to Game of Thrones, and we're starting as we mean to go on, I think. The hooding assassin got me, my vision is fading fast, may my kin avenge me, Yog-Sothoth, greet my soul. So, I loaded in, I let a few seconds pass here and there, and then we were immediately assassinated. I'm so annoyed that I didn't catch that on video. So, in hindsight, it's pretty obvious why we died, looking through our courtiers, seeing that, honestly, what, like 60-70% of them absolutely hate us? I wonder if we find out who does it, because I'm gonna flay them alive. We don't know. Chancellor Drod has taken his last breath. He died in suspicious circumstances, lost to us far too soon. Drod died at only the age of 11. May find more luck with the old ones. Cthulhu, Yog-Sothoth, and Azathoth. Thank you. Chancellor Topbog, merely 6 years old. Oh shit, he's the genius one. Hey, that's pretty good. Although our current character was turned out pretty well. Zealous, poet, fussy are all good traits. Proud isn't terrible. Man. Hopefully this guy can live up to our previous character, because he was also going to turn out pretty damn well. But obviously the genius character is definitely a step in the right direction here. Right, let's find you a good educator. So we're looking for patient, diligent, humble. Hang on, this dude. Patient, charitable, humble, authoritative are both good. This guy's patient, diligent. Oh, you know what? Sell me. Welcome. You are my new educator. So patient and diligent both give bonuses to the education. She's cruel, envious, paranoid. I mean, the middle three are good traits. Envious and cruel are crappy. Envious isn't bad. Crappy is... cruel is obviously very crappy. But honestly, with those two other traits, he might end up being a very, very good character. The first of hopefully a long line of good characters. Lord Drod Spoff has died. It now forces you to decide whether to make a big funeral or to keep it a small and private one. Small and private. Why? Well, last episode, as some of you might remember, we rebuilt the cursed city of Stygi into a habitable, livable place. We have truly become the Shadow King from the shadows. You know, no one knows about it, but here we are. The Cursed King might be a better way of putting it. So we want to sink all of our gold into upgrading Stygi and, well, the castle of Stygi, the city of Stygi and the castle of Stygi there. Mainly because we've got, you know, that extra building submod, which allows us access to so much more stuff. We can metagame this a lot better. We can really start getting the ball rolling. Really kickstarting this campaign now. So let's do it. Right, we received the strange stone. Oh god, what the fuck? Oh, another one? Oh, right. I was going to say another kid assassinated. That'd be unfortunate. Died stillborn. So, we've inherited the book, The Strange Stone, a story of the Deep Ones, a race of half-men side by creatures. So that is a relation. I don't know if that was coincidentally, you know, a book that we inherited there, or a book that we got given, or whether that is intentional from the old ones, for having the old ones' religion, whether you get given that just as part of it. Either way, we got the trait. Wait, have we always had the trait fussy, or was that something we just got? Because that would be incredibly good if that's something we just got. Patient, greedy, or paranoid. Patient would be incredible. There is a chance, well, there's a high chance we get patient because our guardian has patient. Paranoid would also be pretty decent. She's got paranoid, so, you know, either is fine. Paranoid actually might be best, seeing as our brother, our father, and our grandfather were all horribly assassinated. I've learned that Chancellor Ishap of the Shadow has started a plot to kill Commander. A little blackmail can't hurt. Who is this person telling me this? This was probably a character event that fired for our previous character, but obviously, you know, we died. So, that's something that we can't get anymore. Oh, well, never mind. Well, we can at least try it, see if it works. Hopefully it does. I have no choice but to accept your despicable blackmail attempt in full. And oh, 100 gold. Thank you. That's very generous of you. Sorry, I messed with my audio sense a little bit here because I seem to be peaking. Right, thank you. Awesome. Right, so that's going straight back into the capital. What should we build? So we can get garden, +2 tax. We can get trade market, +4 tax. Why didn't you tell me this sooner? Right, now, in the capital as well, there are these peasant farms. Kind of a little bit OP. At its highest level, I think it gives plus 100% morale. Only the armies from this holding, though, right? So, if you build it up massively, you can have a big army with double morale. That's huge, but to get to that stage, you have to spend a lot of money. Building, you know, a lot of different things. Certain buildings require you to be a king or an emperor and to have 500 prestige. So, they've tried to balance it the best they can, but obviously with there being no technology in this mod, it's a lot more difficult to balance a building system well, I guess, because that is a lot of the limiting factor with buildings, you know? Even say like the Eagle Thrug series we did last time, even though we had all the gold and the one-day build time modifier, we were still massively limited because we didn't have the tech for it. So with this, it's obviously a lot more difficult to build a balanced tech mod. And like I said, everyone has access to this shit. The AI has quite a high chance to build some of these buildings. I've had a look through it. The thing that determines the AI's chance to build them is simply just a number in the file, right? The AI's build chance factor. So it's quite well balanced. You know, they're more likely to build these more powerful buildings than they are some of the shitty ones like Dirt Wall. So, you know, it does seem to be fairly above board for the most part. What's happening here? Oh man, Asshai is falling apart. So they've lost 2 of the Shadowman lands. Now we've got to remember, Stygia is also a Shadowman land, so we do have to be very careful with what we're doing here. That means they're more susceptible to revolts. Their troops are less effective. What else is it? Moraine's tribal if it's a Shadowman culture. So if they rise up and overtake this, it's going to fall back into a tribal holding, meaning that we'll lose any upgrades we get. Even if we declare war and take it back, we'll have lost all these upgrades because it will have been tribal at one point. So we have to be very diligent about keeping this province under control. Asshai are really losing all the land we gained, eh? It's all just falling apart. Oh god, speaking of falling apart. News from Driftmark, Your Excellency. A new dragon has entered the world and apparently completely fucked up the graphics. Don't bother me with such news, we don't care about that. That's on the other side of the world. But you know what, out of interest, let's take a look around the world map and see what we're dealing with right now. So, the Emperor of Yiti, the sort of equivalent of China in the Game of Thrones world, is doing very, very well under the Purple Emperor, Paul Duen. An alright character, not incredible by any stretch of the imagination, but alright, you know, diligent, duelist, trained fighter, fussy is good, affectionate, again, alright, especially for the humility and eventually diplomacy focus, not a bad character. He's also got Giant there, so he's more well-respected by his vassals, I believe. Attraction opinion +5, I thought it was a vassal opinion, but I think that's base game CK2, isn't it? We've got a huge Dothraki horde, like massive. Look at these boys. Carl Rozzo, the Rash of Rozzo. So there is a chance for the Dothraki to form into, and this guy to become a Great Carl. When he becomes a Great Carl, he gets unlimited use of the Invasion Casus Belli. And he can use that against anybody he feels like. So that becomes incredibly dangerous at that stage. Especially if he were to turn, you know, east and come for us. Because he could very easily do it. If he invades like ET, takes those boys out, takes out Karth, and then moves over, we could be in trouble there. Anything else worth pointing out? Nope. What is worth pointing out, though, is that the Iron Throne never formed. It never happened. King Aegon Targaryen, the man who forms the Iron Throne, never did it. He's currently trying to conquest the Stormlands, and he's winning. Oh, fair enough. He might just do it. He's 71, though, so I don't think he's going to be able to form the Iron Throne at all, but he might at least grab the Stormlands. So the Stormlands, this is where the Iron Throne should be, Blackwater Bay, right? So we might see an Iron Throne, but it's going to be heavily delayed. It should have already been formed long before now. But, back to the important place, Asshai. Now, our ultimate goal is obviously get Leng, release the old gods from their prison in the Labyrinth under Leng, and unleash them on the world. That's the ultimate goal of the campaign, to bring the utter destruction of the Game of Thrones world by Cthulhu. Because nobody expects that, right? Everybody expects, oh, they'll just get some dragons, conquest the Iron Throne, fight the White Walkers. No, we're bringing out Cthulhu. Because I want a different campaign, because I know that's what you guys wanted as well. Right, let's set the council up here. But it's going to be a very long time before we get to that stage of the game. You know, we've got to take Asshai, overthrow the Republic, usurp the monarchy, form the Shadow King, maybe even make ourselves an emperor. Is there a de jure empire for Asshai? There's not. So we might want to take Yiti and Leng as well, and then unleash the old ones from there, because this is sort of like, they're not exactly similar cultures, but they do have some cultural connections to one another. Like, we've seen a lot of intermarrying between Yiti and Asshai. At one point, under one of the emperors, Asshai was a tributary almost to Yiti, a part of it, but not really vassalized, more of a satellite state. Same with Leng. Leng has adopted the Yiti culture, so assimilating that as well would be a good idea. Look, her husband was actually the Shadow King. Or is, I should say, the Shadow King. He's still alive, he's just in hiding. So, again, lots of reasons to conquer these other two kingdoms as well. Plus, I've never conquered, you know, Yiti, so that could be something interesting. Might have some unique events from that. Oh, God. It's all going horribly wrong. Well, one of the first things I guess we've got to do is actually reclaim most of Asshai there. The Shadow is falling apart. I think the Kingdom of the Shadow might collapse, which will be a much bigger thing. The issue is, they expanded far too quickly, far too greedily. So, these guys get into big rebellions, obviously. So, we've got, like, this boy here, Jinqui is also attacking as one of the Yiti nations. They've got lots of rebellions because of the Shadowmen. I wouldn't normally... I've played in Asshai a couple of times before, never to this extent. I need to test it out. But, generally, you don't want to take these Shadowman lands until you've got a big enough army to deal with them, because they are... obviously quite powerful, from what you can tell, seeing as the whole thing's splintered. We might also want to take the Saffron Island Ulos as well. They are ruins, but they would be kind of nice to grab, because they are technically part of Asshai. They are the de jure part of Asshai there. Maybe we could also grab, like, some of these cursed, like the Manticore Islands. Or what about Marahai? That's also a ruin. Maybe rebuilding all these old forgotten provinces would be kind of cool as well. That's nice. I like that we're seeing parts of the Game of Thrones that I've really never seen. The cook accused me of stealing cookies. The spy master insisted I'd stolen her quill, and I was accused of making a lot of mischief. We were innocent. This guy was the perpetrator. What is the downside to this? So we tell everyone he stole the cookies in the grill. We become bitter rivals. Why would I ever do that when I can just say, let's wreak havoc together and become close friends? I mean, that doesn't seem like there's any downside to this. So absolutely, of course I'm going to agree to be the guy's friend. He's obviously a resourceful kid if he's able to steal from my chancellors. What the hell are those guys playing at, eh? He's improved relations with the capital of Asshai. A little bit relevant now. We only wanted that for our plot ages ago, but we might as well keep doing it, eh? Couldn't hurt to keep our liege on our side. Now, we can get ourselves elected as, obviously, the head of Asshai now, the head of the kingdom, which was impossible before because the Republic was vassalized by the Shadow King. Now these guys have actually taken Asshai from the Shadow King, and in fact, he's wearing the Shadow Crown. As a feudal royal monarch, that's not true at all, you're not that. Oh, his wife is a feudal royal monarch. So he's allowed to call himself the Shadow King. But after that, no one is going to be the Shadow King, so it's free for us to take for ourselves. And again, that's going to be our sort of next immediate goal, I guess. Maybe become a duke first. We could try and take back some of these Shadowman lands, I guess. Border dispute them, slave raid them. I think getting some slaves should be our next port of call, just because it will make our expansion a lot cheaper, a lot easier. The issue is you need quite a big army to capture... Oh man, look at our levy size now. 6,000 men? That's huge. Okay, in that case, we get our Chief General training troops. I would like him to train children to try and give us the chance of becoming a better fighter. 39% chance. And honestly, grabbing slaves earlier would be a much better call for the Empire. I'm thinking of the realm. Try again. Erethy says, I can't do it. I can't whistle. Become brooding or keep trying. Brooding isn't bad. Brooding isn't bad at all. I've just got to remember which is good for a... I've got to remember which is good for the thrift, or for the stewardship education. So let's find a child who's slightly older than us so I can check their education here. It's a shame this is the only way to check it, but, you know, Game of Thrones is a bit crappy like... Oh, sorry, CK2 is a bit crappy like that. Won't blame Game of Thrones for this one. So when I go to, like, a guy that's not quite educated, and we want to check their education, just see exactly what we need here. So we're looking for, like, a 12-year-old. Any 12-year-old will do. Right. Stewardship needs brooding and conscientious, so absolutely we want to be brooding in that case. I want us to be a good steward to help boom this realm as quickly as possible. Melee to brooding, not guaranteed. Please get it. Thank you. Timid or brooding, obviously we're going to go for brooding. There we go. You're welcome, stewardship education. That's exactly what we wanted. Now, the other one is, it's not fussy. I don't think fussy actually plays into... I think we've got the best intrigue education right now, probably reflected in our +10 intrigue. I don't remember what you need for stewardship. Yeah, we might find out till we're 12 anyway. Was it conscientious? Yeah, I think it's going to be quite rare for us to get conscientious this time around. So we should probably name an heir. Durf, my brother. Sure, why not? And we'll give away these temporary titles as well, these honorary titles. There we go. Court Magi. Have I not clicked the automatically? Yeah, we've already started delegating it, but the game's just not doing it, eh? So our next goal, slaves. That's what I think we want. Why can't we slave raid these dudes? What do we need for that? We need to have a port. We need to be a slave trader. Oh, it needs to not be the same culture group. Right, okay. So we'd be able to slave raid Leng, for example. Our ancestral homeland. Is that a good idea? We've got to fight someone who's weak. You know, we've got to find someone who's fairly weak that we can win the war, because we do have to kill their troops and obviously siege them down. Like these guys would be perfect for going and slave raiding. 8,000 men. We go to anywhere in the world as well, right? We're not limited by just picking on direct neighbors. Obviously, that's more convenient, but we don't have to do that. If we can find a weaker, better target, that would be a much better port of call. Oh my god. That is not us. Oh my god, I thought that was us then. I was like, shit, we're going to lose Stygi. But it's actually... Oh my god, shit, they're going to lose so much land. What are you doing? This guy's run the Empire into the ground. Like, he's genuinely fucked everything up here. And we could be next on the chopping block because we also have the Shadowman culture in Stygi. We need to build up our army as soon as possible. 900 men. Oh my god, please. Puabi becomes old ones. I couldn't give a shit about Puabi. Get rid of the Highway Robber Band. Get rid of the Thieves Guild. Then we're going to be in a better situation. This is not looking good at all. Tax income +4, or do we want to build anything that increases levy reinforcement rate? I would prefer the reinforcement rate at this stage. I guess there's nothing there. What about here? Military organization might do it. +5%. Oh, and it's a tax income down as well. Shit. I'm not a fan of this. Morale of armies +50%. You know what? We'll go for that one. That's going to give a boom to the armies that we've got right now. Let's go for that. My beloved aunt, Horp, is concerned she's still not married. With a name like Horp, are you really surprised? You don't want to just marry anyone. I don't give a shit. Sorry? We can marry our own aunt? Wait, are we allowed divine marriage? Or is that just... Do we count as being so distantly related? Apparently so. There's also no opinion penalty against female rulers. That's good to remember for when we become a feudal king. Obviously, it's irrelevant for as we're part of the Republic, but in the future, that's good to remember. Sure, you know what? Just marry anyone. I really couldn't give less of a shit. Look, arranged marriage, matrilineal, anybody. There you go. Boom. You happy now? I gave you a 72-year-old man. What do you mean you're not happy? Another dragon. My God, there's so many dragons in the world. I want one for us now. Now, because we also live in Stygai, where there's volcanoes, that would be a much... Like, we would actually get bonuses to getting more, to getting dragons. Our dragons would grow stronger, they'd be bigger and much more powerful than your average dragon because of this sort of nature of Asshai. In the Game of Thrones world, in the modern, sort of like where the show is now, they think that the only surviving dragons are left in Asshai. The rest have been obviously wiped out. And this lady's now riding Balerion the Black Dread with his 107 Marshal. Holy shit, into battle. My God. Yeah, good luck with that. Does the room have enough world for another Dragon Rider? Again, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. It's on the other side of the world. It's House Targaryen doing what House Targaryen does best. Oh, God. The Shadowmen claim that we are not fit to be their ruler. They have declared war on us. This time, we haven't instantly won it. Shit. Where are they? Peasant Revolt for Stygai. Oh, God, they're on their way. 9,000 men. We're screwed. How am I supposed to fight this? I think we are actually screwed, aren't we? Raise the troops, merge the troops, and pray. Pray to Cthulhu that perhaps we might win this. I'm not confident, I'm going to be honest, for hopefully obvious reasons. I'm not confident at all. Right, let's get ourselves some commanders, hopefully. And commander, 9,000 men. They're attacking into hills. We're screwed. We're actually going to lose Stygai, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, this seems a bit shitty. Alright. Well, it was nice having it while we had it. Guess we're going back to being a baron, then. I actually can't stop it. Sure. We'll stay here. Maybe they'll just die. Maybe we'll get lucky, and they will just die. Offer peace. White peace? No. Vassal? They're technically... Oh, shit. Asshai has fallen to the Shadowmen. It probably doesn't happen. My liege is a fucking idiot who's basically let the entire ram go into... Oh, my God. Word of an epidemic, too. I can't do anything to stop this. We're going to lose the Shire, and we're going to be back to being a baron again. I hate it. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do. We've just got to watch it go. Goodbye. He's taking me prisoner. There we go. We're done. We're out. It's game over. It's not game over, but we've lost. We've lost the city that we spent so long building to the Shadowmen. I'm actually kind of furious. What the fuck are we supposed to do about that? Oh, it's 9,000 men and your troops aren't reinforcing, you little prick. Wow. Okay, House Spoff, relegated back to Asshai. It doesn't help that this fucking idiot calling himself the king of Asshai has done nothing but been in hiding for the past 40 years. The whole realm falls to these madmen. Oh my God, this is my personal mission now, to annihilate them all. We're going on a genocide. We're actually going on a full-blown genocide when I get powerful. Speaking of which, it's going to be a long time before we get any power back. I feel like we just upgrade House Spoff now. Do nothing else but upgrade House Spoff. Who do you want? You want Ransom? Fuck it, go on. Lead to Rowdy? Absolutely not. I don't want Rowdy. Rowdy's a crappy trait. Let's upgrade House Spoff. I can't do anything else. Because I feel like if I upgrade my provinces, we're just going to lose them to the Shadowmen. Because nobody can stop these fucking Shadowmen at this point. I own nothing. I have nothing left to give you at this point. I've lost my glorious shadowy city that I spent so long building. I'm triggered. I am triggered by that. They didn't even give me a goddamn chance, game. And look at this. The capital's crawling with 7,000 men that we can't fight. Because my liege is a fucking idiot. A useless man. I'm going to kill you as well. Of the Saffronlands, I'm going to wipe out your dynasty as well, and I'm done. Holy shit. Engaging in theological debate. We're now relegated back to our house in Asshai after we reclaimed the cursed city and rebuilt it back to its glory. Been relegated. The rise and fall of House Spoff. Man, that's bullshit. What I might do, depending on what you guys think, between episodes, I might spend some time building up some provinces, trying to invest back into the realm a little bit, becoming as good as we can get, and then come out swinging, you know? Because I'm just going to spend some time, let some time to reinvest in the gold into the capital, so, you know, I want to give us a fighting chance, because right now it seems like we're on the decline again. You know, we were looking good, take back the city, now we've fallen, once again, you know, assassination after assassination, peasant revolt after peasant revolt, we've finally been defeated. I mean, it was only a matter of time, eh? Obviously, we're going to spend the best amount of money we can to improve our education, and we are going to become a steward, hopefully. Oh man, we haven't gotten a guardian anymore, for fuck's sake, right. Who is there then? Diligent, humble, patient, kind, diligent, patient. Sam, were you not already? Oh, because we were in prison, weren't we? Yeah, fair enough. Do I want to kill that man? Absolutely not. I have no reason to kill that dude. My Lord Regent died a natural death, so now I have a different dude who hates me. Oh, good. That's fine. This has been so bad. This has been like an actual awful playthrough here. Shadowmen revolt. They're lethal. You know what? Honestly, the big reason why this has gone so bad for the obviously not necessarily for us, but for Asshai in general, is because in the early game they we're now called the Shadow again. Oh my god, the Shadowmen rule. Well, on the plus side, it might ensure a realm of it might ensure peace for quite a while, eh? Shadowmen now control the Shadow. Unbelievable. Well, that's peace for the realm for a while, if nothing else. Yeah, the big downside to it is Asshai expanded far too quickly. Obviously, the AI has no concept of revolt risk or taking these provinces that belong to these native people who are more prone to revolt. They obviously didn't know that. They weren't bothered about that. So it just happened, and then they expanded greedily, assuming that they would be regular old provinces, and they clearly weren't. And now we've lost everything, and now it's completely flipped. So the Shadowmen rule everything. Man, we were looking so good then for a while, but now we've fucked up. We are now ruthless. You know what? For a businessman, that could be a lot worse. Intrigue +2. Personal combat skill +15 is massive. Oh my god, we got the choice between diligent and patient. That's huge. +1 to everything. Or fear -10. I don't like the sound of that. Vassal opinion +5. This one gives +1 to everything, but +20%. So we lose fear -10. I'm going to take diligent. Because Diligent also gives us unique event modifiers as well. I think we're going to end up being a pretty good character this time around. I mean, we're already a good character, but I feel like our education is going to end up being pretty good as well. Man, do we have a fucking revenge plot ready to go. I'm going to kill every single Shadow Man. Even the Shadow women and the Shadow children. My god. Maybe we should just run to Leng. Honestly, maybe we should just fully Asshai, because this is not going well at all, is it? Right, you guys are sacked. Goodbye. Idle council members. Who have we got? Well, apparently we don't even have anyone there. Right, so you can try and train some children. Try and get me to be at least a half-decent swordsman. Perform some charity. Collect some taxes from House Spoff. From our house staff? From our gardener? I don't know what you want from me. Right, we need to find ourselves a new courtier as well. So join court. Yes, sort by stewardship. We've got Cho or Vuen. Vuen, welcome to court. You're my new seneschal, because I really don't have a choice in the matter here. It's not like I can afford to employ anyone new. Or at least the Shadow's powerful. These goddamn Shadowmen. They're the same culture, right? They're the same culture groups. It's not a big deal. But they're generally seen as being, you know, barbarians, miscreants, corrupted. Whereas the people of Asshai are a little bit more, I mean, not civilized is the right word, but organized might be the better way to put it. More civilized is kind of right, but more organized and sort of seen it better, which is why I guess they constantly attack our lands and now control it all. Westeros, ravaged by the plague. Let's just take a quick look at that as well. I don't think we're at any threat of that, are we? Nope. The Great Sickness is taking control. What does that do? Can we find someone with the Great Sickness just to see exactly what it does? I assume it's just the plague, right? Let's go find character, search all, reset all, and Great Sickness. It does look to be just the plague. Yep. Health -7. Personal combat skill -55. Good luck with that. Please don't bring it over here. I think we're fine. We're on the completely other side of the planet, so we're very, very unlucky to get that. Man, this episode has been just a big failure, hasn't it? Not really my fault, I'd like to point out. Or none of it was my fault at all. There's nothing I could have done there to save that. But again, we will rebuild. House Spoff is not done. I kind of do like that. I will admit, I do like in CK2 the redemption arcs, right? Where you be a king, you lose it all, you build your power back up, and you come in for revenge, and it's like kind of this glorious return. So I'm kind of glad that it ended the way it did. Don't get me wrong, a little bit pissed off we lost the city that we spent 3 episodes building up. Getting the trait deceitful, hey, that's good. Look at our intrigue, holy shit. Getting the trait just. Oh my god, this is a good character. Legitimately the best character we've ever had. Top Bog by name, Top Bog by nature. This kid is going to be unstoppable. 5 diplomacy, though, is a bit shitty, eh? He's got, like, such good stats, and then just 5 diplomacy. I've been having these special feelings for someone special lately. For a special someone lately. The strange urges to find myself embraced and close to another person. If only I could find myself alone with the carpenter's daughter. Chance of getting lustful. Hey, here we go. Suggest a secluded cuddle in the barn. 33% chance of getting the trait lustful. Come on, please. Give us lustful. Boom. This character is a good character. I'm really glad look, this guy's so good. Right, Diggin might gain the trait fussy, whatever. Give him fussy, I don't care too much. We lose 50 prestige for that, are you kidding me? Holy shit, that was a mistake. 15 years of age, and suddenly we turn from a child into a man with a massive beard. Almost overnight. That's incredible. But on the first of us, we're 15, so we've only got to wait like 11 more months now. 10 more months. We'll see how this character comes out. Oh man, even the Shadowman is still asking me to ransom off my relatives here. This is so shitty. At least Lenghi is doing okay. The trade post to Lenghi is bringing in some gold. We need to upgrade our castle. This is my next big goal, is to upgrade the castle as soon as possible. We'll just go business focused forever from now on. So we've got enough gold to be able to upgrade this. I don't even know if we can debase the mint in the Game of Thrones mod. I think you actually need to be landed to debase the mint, because you've got nobody to obviously give the money to. So it wouldn't make sense if you are, you're minting coins for your fucking house? Brilliant steward. Look at this dude. Tell me that this guy is not incredibly good. All else has failed, but we have one of the best characters we've had so far in this campaign. Oh, well, the best character, let's be honest. In fact, one of the best characters we've seen in this campaign. Without a shadow of a doubt. You are going to be, like I said, business focus all in, my friend. You are going to not join that plot. We are going to find you a genius wife, or maybe even a strong wife. We've already got genius, so why don't we try and pass the genetics on? There's no... Wait, load filters. Slot 1. They're all Brindlemen. Why are they all Brindlemen? I mean, they are supposed to be like as strong people. They're much, much stronger than people, much more bulkier than people. So it would make sense. They all have the strong trait. Holy shit. Obviously, we're not marrying a Brindleman because they can't breed with humans. Only Brindlemen can marry other Brindlemen. Right. Let's see what we've got then. Anybody? Any humans? You're Carthene. That's okay. Hello. By favor? No, so we need 30 opinion of her, don't we, for that to happen, so that's not going to happen. Oh, what about her? She'll do. She's perfect. She's perfect in every way. Send gift, invite to court, boom. Now, is there anyone better before I commit to this lady here? Nope. Why don't we see if there's anyone that's like genius and attractive as well? Obviously, we'll go for them. Oh, there's a strong genius. Oh, but they are Brindlemen again. I don't think it works. I think it... Oh, man, it might be worth risking it, though. It might be worth giving it a go, eh? Cannot breed with other ethnicities. I don't think it'll work. What I'll do then, between episodes, I'll look into the files and see if we take, a Brindleman wife, whether or not it will give us the chance at becoming, strong genius or something along those. Because there are quite a few of them, and they all have the strong trait, so having them as a wife might be a good idea. And strong gives extra fertility too, plus this one has lustful, so I'm going to mark her as special interest and come back to her later on. Where's my current wife? Hello, welcome to court, arranged marriage, her to me, Topbog, and his wife, Drod Spoff. I actually could not come up with a better name than myself. Drod Spoff is incredible. Thank you. Wow. Get married. Thank you. And now we need to have ourselves a son. I'm just going to go have a son, not have 5 children or anything like that. We just want one good heir, right? You are so bad. Our brothers came out terribly. Probably because I didn't pay any attention to them at all, eh? Right, let's just give anybody who doesn't like us these temporary titles here, these honorary titles. Court tutor? She'll do. Oh no, hang on. Patient diligent. You're much, much better. I want to join the Alchemist Guild. So, again, I might do the same strategy we did with Drod Spoff, where we tried to become a scholar, got the trait lunatic, or at least got the trait scholar or mystic or erudite or something like that, join the Alchemist Guild, create the fake valuables that we will use to fund our economy. That seems like a good idea to me. You can become a designated regent, whatever, I don't care that much. Hey, can we upgrade anything in the capital now? How much gold do we need to actually upgrade the mansion? Because that's going to be my first port of call, I think. 390 gold. Oh my god, that's going to take fucking ages. Maybe we should just build trade posts first. I really don't know the best way to start a republic in this game. Where isn't there a trade post? And we'll see how much it would cost us to build one there. There's not a trade post in Ulos, but it's also a ruin, so maybe not, eh? There's no one there. Hey, we could build one. Fuck it, let's do it. Honestly, the sooner we get them built, the better. Let's start bringing in some money into the realm, because honestly, we're so poor at this point for a republic that's been around for so long. 56 years. We're still making 2.4 gold. We've really fallen from grace. It's not been good. I'll find you someone nice. Yeah, you know what? Just go and get married to her. Did we not marry her off once? Was she a Black Widow? Did she kill her husband or something? Are we in rebellion? What was that? Obviously opinion map mode. Right, I was going to say. Oh, God, look at us. Horrible. Just a horrible land covered in shadow. I can't believe we lost Stig-Eye. We'll take it back. 16,000 men? Oh, 9,000 men spawn. No way did they get 9,000 event spawn men to take our capital. I'm so annoyed by that. We do have claims on it still, though, don't we? Yeah. We're taking it back. I'm telling you now, we are taking back Stig-Eye. Mark my words. I'm going to reclaim my not really my ancestral homeland, but something my family took so long building up. We are going to take that one back. Engage you in theological debate, and we have won it, because the old ones are true. Cthulhu bless. thank you for watching, everybody. We're taking back Stygi. That's our current goal. I can't believe we spent so long building it up and then fucking lost it like that. Kind of triggering. I need to take a break or something because I'm mind flooded by that one. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys had a good, what's today? Boxing Day. Hope you guys had a good Boxing Day. And I'm going to give a shout out to my insane top tier level patrons for making this series possible. Big shout out to Big Dick Timmy, Zachary Harris, Tariq, Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Sadini, Paul, Necrophil, Croesus, I'm the Lizard King, Josh Len, Dean Tesla, Michael Mullen, Tyler Birch, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Powers Presley, Logan Thorne, Conspired C, Orcs Wolf, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Zazzy7011, and Jackson Whitman. For the support the insane tier levels on Patreon, thank you all for your support. Hope you've had a good holidays. And as well to Nathaniel Lindbergh, Brandon Montagna, Euphrates, Facundo Vasquez, Quasar Fox, Jack Allen, Gabriel Van Der, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, Yuan DeVries, Duncan 2 and 7, Zach McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sirthal the Swede, Asro, Nick, Frederick Brennan, Kevin Saunders, Betimus Max, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, Eagle Kozak, all of the Twitch supporters, anybody who's ever supported on Patreon, and you at home for watching the video. Thank you for your support. Leave a like and a comment if you like it. Look forward to reading them all whenever the hell I get some chance to do anything, because it's going to be pretty busy this week, eh? Hope you guys are liking the series. Weird series, though. Slow start. I kind of like it. I really do like series like this, so hope you guys enjoy it as well.